Foreign Relations Committee will come to order. Thank everyone for being here. We have two outstanding witnesses today, and just as a housekeeping kind of thing, I guess we've got another vote. So what we might try to do is get through opening comments now. We might go vote, and then come back again. We apologize, especially having such distinguished people with us today. We spent a lot of time in this committee looking at very specific foreign policy issues, and whether it's the challenges we face in the Mosul campaign in Iraq appears to wind down, or down in the weeds details of Venezuelan politics, we rightly focus much of our attention on the tactical and operational. And there's not much time left for the truly strategic. I mean, let's face it, that's the way things have been both at the White House and here. That's why, as chairman, we've made it a priority to concentrate more of our time and energy on exploring the bigger questions facing our country and the world. Members will remember that last year we were fortunate to hear testimony along those more strategic lines from former Secretary of State James Baker and former National Security Advisor Tom Donilon, both of whom I know are friends of yours. I should also make clear that we stand at a moment of exceptional opportunity to take the strategic thinking we're exploring at hearings like this one and work together with a new administration and turn it into reality. We have a chance right now to join forces in a bipartisan way with the executive branch, which, regardless of what side of the aisle you may be on, there's no question they're more accessible and welcoming of input than any administration I've dealt with since joining the committee. As a matter of fact, since I'm getting a reaction from Hadley, I'll just say that we had Tillerson. We had lunch with Tillerson last week. We're going to be breaking out in small groups to look at each of their 12 strategic regions. We're going to be doing the same thing with McMaster. So as this administration moves ahead, they really are looking on a bipartisan basis for input. So it's even more important that y'all are here today, and we thank you. Members know we've already had, as I just mentioned, a productive working meeting with Secretary of State Tillerson yesterday. Ambassador Haley was in. Thought we had a great meeting with her. What we will learn today will help inform those future interactions with the executive branch, and if we seize this moment, it'll help us craft solid foreign policies in a cooperative manner. In my view, we face four critical areas of concern as we in the new administration move ahead. First of all, over the past several years, we've seen a crisis of credibility emerge when it comes to the world's view of the United States. Put simply, people no longer believe that we can be counted on to do what we say we will do. Second, we have a serious problem with prioritization. Since the end of the Cold War, the number of things being called national security priorities has expanded to an enormous laundry list. We spent too much time, frankly, on pet issues of specific interest groups, individual members of Congress and administration bureaucrats. And as the old saying goes, if everything's a priority, then nothing's a priority. And I hope you'll help us with that today. Third, our foreign policy has clearly and obviously become disconnected from the beliefs and desires of the American people. I mean, let's face it, one of the outcomes of this most recent election was about that. I mean, we have not done a good job of making sure people here in our country are connected with our foreign policy. We must have national conversation about what constitutes core U.S. interests and policymakers, and we have to do a better job of squaring those interests and the policies we pursue to achieve them with the will of the folks that sent us here in the first place. And then finally, we have to recognize that no matter what we talk about in this committee day to day, and no matter what we discuss here this morning, the top threat, the top national security threat is us. It's us. And that is our inability to deal with our long-term fiscal situation. Everybody knows it. I know Secretary Albright has mentioned this in times past. I know Secretary Hadley has. The other threats we face, North Korea, Russia, Iran, and all the rest, are significant, but so is the fact that we are staring down the barrel of the kind of fiscal situation that has led to the end of kingdoms, empires, and republics throughout history, and it's something that we have to grapple with. I want to extend my great gratitude to the witnesses. I don't want to prolong my opening comments any longer. We look forward to your testimony, vigorous questioning. It's an honor to have you, and with that, Senator Cardin.